So, in the end, what have we learned? Um, this is my replacement, brand new retail box. Nothing on here says Flypad Lite. And in fact, they show the picture of the nicer, heavier one on the box. Um, this new one, also, they've changed the model number just to be Parrot Flypad. And I can assure you, just from the weight of this, and of course the rubber condoms, it's not the same. Um, this is brand new. Uh, yeah, so that kind of pisses me off. I don't appreciate vendors lying to people. I mean, somebody in marketing, you know, did this. And the thing is, I told some kid to buy some of this shit, and now I seriously regret it because he's not going to be able to replicate my setup, which is a much better setup with the decent Flypad versus the Flypad Lite that is sold as a Flypad versus the Flypad that is now just called a Flypad but is a Flypad Lite. So fuck you, Parrot. Fucking bunch of dicks. Um, yeah, you guys are a bunch of dicks. I suppose it's also worth noting neither of the Flypad lights work. I'm guessing if they're powered off, you'll actually show up. It'll show up as a USB device. I imagine there's a way to update the firmware on these. Um, I guess I didn't find any downloadable firmware for them. But I don't care because again, like it's just a misleading product. Um, for whatever reason though, the actual Flypad came with the proper firmware and works just fine with my little Parrot. Um, I guess they're all gonna battle it out now. Who will win? Why is my camera fucking up? Oh, see, now it's just making a liar out of me anyway. There we go. All paired up. And once you're paired up and the Parrot is actually powered, um, even if this guy were to power off or lose connectivity, it tends to pair up really fast. So there you go. But these others, nah, I haven't gotten them to pair yet. Um, I'm gonna send this one back. This one just isn't gonna get used. Um, somebody wants it, let me know. Oh yeah, and the rest of this video is just me discovering really what the differences are and doing a teardown on these two, uh, and kind of muddling my way through what the fuck have they done with their product. So anyway, I think it's very misleading, very messed up, and shame on you, Parrot. You're a bunch of dicks. Max here. I bought the Parrot drone with controller, and like a dumbass, I already had the Parrot drone and I bought the Flypad controller. And this is like a really sweet controller. Um, just for kicks, I went ahead and pulled out the controller that came in the kit, and immediately, well, not only did it not work, um, but it's substantially lighter. I had no idea that there were different kinds of Flypad controllers, but here's the obvious difference. Um, so that guy weighs 150 grams. Um, my original controller is 260 grams, and you can feel that kind of weight in your hands big time. And when you pick it up, like immediately, I was like, something's wrong. Something's wrong with this controller. Um, the other difference is I've got these nice metal tips here, and the other controller, I mean, I'm not gonna say they're not nice, but these are rubber. And so maybe you prefer that, or maybe you don't. There's also buttons under here, which I don't know what they do. I don't think they do anything. But we're gonna find out. Um, so this not working. At first, I thought maybe you know the rumble motors were missing, or but they're probably really small. I know there's a motor right here. Um, uh, yeah, and then so check it out. The numbers are completely fucking different. So this one's got all kinds of numbers. This is the lightweight controller from the kit, and blah blah blah, right? Well, this one, look, it's all X's and O's. There's like, it's all X's. The only thing it's got is the model and the, you know, which they both say Parrot Flypad, but dude, they are not. Oh, oh, look, it does say Flypad Light. We'll see. I was gonna ask if you could spot the differences, but I'm the dumbass. So they did delineate their fucking model numbers. So yeah, man, Flypad Lite is an entirely different feeling controller, and it is lighter. I'm gonna open these up and see. I assume this one just has weight, and I assume it's there so that when you mount the cell phone mount, it's the center of gravity is gonna be over the sticks, or more so. Um, but it also just gives it a completely different feel. And this still has the cell phone mount, so um, what secrets do you hold, Flypad Light? There we go. Ah! Oh man, so I can already tell you there's no rumble motor in this one. Oh man. So that's a bummer. That's like one of the cool things. Unless this is a motor. That looks like a battery. Ah. Is it gonna... Feels like it's gonna fucking break. Oh, it's glued. It's got the splooge. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so that's glued. Um that is a battery though. Yeah, just a single lipo. Dude, so I mean, you might get the blinky lights as it dies, but you're not gonna get the rumble. Let's see what's going on in here. I think she's ready. There we go. Oh, there we go. So yeah, you get the blinky light. Oh, so boring. There you go. Time. And no sense why they would put that in there, but it sure is neat. All right, she's coming apart. You can see the motor. That's a big, substantial motor right there. This is a piece of metal, which is encased in something, paint. So that's a big weight. This is a big weight. Give you that premium feel. And then look at the fucking size of this rumble motor. Good Lord. You think your cell phone's got one that size? Other than that, I'm calling it. I'm saying these are the same. Yep. We can put this like God intended down there. Close her back up. No sense in breaking a perfectly good controller. French. Oh. Engineering. Golly. Man, the people at the factory must cuss every time they have to put one of these together. I mean, jeebus. Alright. That one. Yep. What's going on here? There we go. Close the gap. Holy shit. Holy cheesy. Easy. Get. There. Get. There we go. Light. Now you crank her. Oh. The hell. Yeah. If I was a factory worker, oof, I would be upset. This is fidgety as all get up. I'm trying to close this thing back together. I guess anyway, that shows you the difference. The light is lighter, and it doesn't look like it has a rumble. You could probably add it because, you know, I'm sure it's the same board. We didn't look. I'm not gonna open it again, but I'm sure you could add a rumble motor to this. You know what else I didn't look for was the antenna in this thing, which actually, now that I think about it, hang. There you go. Just plaster yourself a motor, a little motor. Just find some motor plastered on right there on M2, and then add a bunch of weight. Why is this so crusty? Oh, is that, what is that? Those ashes from living in a smoker's home. All right, let's do some zoomage here. This is getting really bad. I'm sorry I'm handling the camera so much. Yeah, antenna. That's what we wanted to know. That's what you're paying for. Is the sweet antenna. I bet you it's right here. So this is kind of spongied on there. But if you look right here, yep, it's labeled antenna. Antenna. Jeebus. See? So that's really, you know, what you're getting is this external antenna. Which, believe it or not, does a lot. Typical Bluetooth, you know, ain't gonna have nothing on that. So what else is on here? There's a blob. Let's see if we can find any actual chips and stuff. There's a something 5U something. I'm definitely not knowing. I can't read what's under that either. It's a tiny, I mean, it's a tiny little chip. Let's see if there's anything else. Is this another blob, or is that just a safety? That just looks like safety blob. There's another chip. Some shit solder. Man, why they glue over the chips? And then look at this fucking flux mess. Yeah. Ugh. Okay. Some test points. Nothing on the top. All right. What about? Yeah. Here we go. Ah, I got it. So I swear this does feel like it has a button. Get I'm all thumbs here. Yeah. There's a button in there. So is that wired in? Oh, you can see it right there. See how that works? Ugh. Ow! Ow! Again, I apologize. My camera work is really super horrible. Double buttons here. That's nice. Guess they figure you're gonna just ruin those, just mash on those triggers, so they give you 2 sets of pads. And then this one, it doesn't do anything until the end of the throw. So it is just a button. I don't know why they have such a long throw, but whatever. So there you have it. Wire in your motor. Wire in a little cell phone motor and just glue it up in there, and you can have yourself some rumble. I'd be seriously surprised if the firmware gave a shit, you know. Okay. Oh, all right. So we got to put some buttons back here. If you got a Flypad light, you could put a motor in there, and I bet you'll get the little rumble notification, which I think is nice, because you're not looking at the controller, and it only rumbles when the parrot is about to die. And you know, that's enough telemetry for this thing. Once it rumbles, you know that you need to land, and I think that is nice. So, we're booting, and we're booting. So yeah, two entirely different controllers. I guess I've deadened this. I'm amazed at how small the battery is in this thing. Like I would fill this thing with battery. Like you should be able to get like 20 hours of runtime on this thing. It is just Bluetooth. You get about 600 now. To me, that looked like maybe a 600 milliamp hour battery, maybe. Pretty small.